Hi everyone, welcome back to the Mom's View. I'm Kayli, this is Colette.
Hi.
And today we're getting real crafty.
Yes.
You ready?
Yes, I am.
I made this really fun garland on my channel at Halloween time.
Cute.
And I just did all orange for Halloween, but I had a fun idea to kind of change this same garland up. And I wanted to share it here because I know as a mom, you don't have a lot of time to craft. I know Colette and Carly have both said, like, I'm not really crafty. Anyone can make this. It's so cute. Really fun to hang like on your fireplace or even to kind of put as a centerpiece for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So you could do a lot of different things with these.
I love it. I think it's cute, and I think that garland, like you do a lot of garlands, and I never even would have thought to do that, but it adds so much to decorating.
And it's so simple. Such a simple way to add. So I'm going to move this stuff and then I will quickly show you what we're using to make these garlands. Okay, so for the pumpkins, you're going to need little styrofoam balls. And you can decide how big. I think they had a size smaller than this, and they definitely have bigger ones. I just found these at Hobby Lobby. And they had like different kinds. These ones are kind of more like soft. They did have some that were more firm and some that were more expensive. So I was just like, get the cheapest ones you can find. You're also going to need tissue paper. And for this, I'm using like an ivory color, a brown, and an orange. And you could also do like a yellow. I just wanted to do more Thanksgiving colors and have different colors of pumpkins.
Yeah. Cute.
And you'll also need some ribbon or thread or yarn, whatever you have. And I'm going to be using like this brown and white. And then also to tie a little bow around the top, I'm going to use the green and white.
Cute.
You'll need scissors, obviously, to cut things. And then for the hooks, I have a bunch of these Christmas hooks. Just these ones. They're really, really cheap. And you can use different things that you might have around your house for the hooks. But since I had so many of these, I just opened it up. And then I just cut it in half with wire cutters. Hold on to both ends or it will fly across the room. And then I just took the wire cutters and just gently hold onto the top and just twisted that around to create a little hook. And you could use like tacks or just anything you have to kind of like create a hook or keep the pumpkin in place. So I just made a bunch of those because that was easy. And
Cute. I thought you bought these somewhere. You're good.
don't look close. You'll be like, oh no, these are homemade. And they don't have to be perfect. You're just gonna like shove them in there and they won't be seen. You'll also need pipe cleaner for the stem. I think I'm actually, since I have brown, I'm gonna run into my craft room and grab a green one too.
Oh, okay.
I just like to grab like assortments of these because you never know when you're gonna need a random pipe cleaner. Okay, so and then a hot glue gun. That's all you're going to need. Then you can make this as big as you want. You can add, you can just do whatever you want from here. But I wanted to show you how easy it is. I'm gonna grab that pipe cleaner and we'll put them together. Okay, so I was thinking that I'll show you how to put it together and then we can each make one of each color.
Okay.
And then that would make a pretty long garland. And then, like I said, you can make it longer if you want. So I'm just going to quickly, if you want to do this too, just cut a couple stems. And you want it to be kind of long because you want it to go into the foam ball, but also have enough poking out, and you could leave it straight. I like to kind of curl mine. If you want it longer, you could do like a curly top. So you can get really creative with that. So just like, I mean, you can't really like mess it up. It can be whatever length. Just a little longer than you would think. Because you could always trim some off too, but you want it to be long enough that it will stay inside. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is grab 2 pieces of the same color of tissue paper. So after we have our tissue paper on, we're going to grab our styrofoam ball and we're going to put our stem in the top. Just push that down in there. It's really easy. That's why I like this type of foam ball because it's easy to put things like this into. And I made spiders and things. So okay, and then from there we're going to put it in the center of the tissue paper. And when you're crafting, I feel like you kind of have to get your own rhythm and way of doing things because you could do this a million different ways. But I like to take the top piece and just kind of put it on, and you're just going to mold it around the ball or the pumpkin. And I try to just like keep it from being too bunchy or folded, but also these can look cute by doing it in all different types of ways. You can leave the extra tissue or you can cut it off, whatever you want to do. I did try to cut these a little smaller so that they would fit. So you have that. And then,
oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Like, how is this supposed to look?
And so if you have extra, you could cut it off. So from there, I just like open up the top a little bit so you can kind of see the styrofoam. And then I'm just going to add glue around like the stem.
Oh, okay.
To glue that first layer down. That's why I'm saying, like, there might be a better way to do this that works better for you and do it that way. This just is how I did it. And then be careful because the hot glue is really hot. And then you're just going to push the tissue down and glue it. So I kind of like having just a little bit of the extra tissue kind of poking up with the stem, and then we'll tie the ribbon around.
It does look cute.
So
I definitely will do a better job the next one.
You did good. If you have any like extra pieces, you can always add like more hot glue and just kind of glue that down, or you can wait because we're adding another layer.
Okay.
So with this next piece of tissue paper, I'm going to do the same thing and just put it in the center, and then I'm going to grab a piece and just kind of start forming it, but I'm going to glue it down as I go. So instead of waiting, I'm just going to glue down little pieces as I put it on. And you could do this with the first layer too. I just don't think that the first layer matters quite as much. So I just kind of like put it on there quick. And just fold. Just glue as you go. I just glue down little pieces as you go. Just remember, it's really hot. I burn myself all the time.
I know, I'm like, can I use this?
I'm just impatient sometimes, and I'm like, I don't want to wait for a second. I'm just gonna like,
I'm just gonna do it.
burn my finger.
And burn myself. Like wanting, I'll use the scissors.
Yeah. And then you might notice like you have a few pieces of tissue that are kind of like this that need to be glued down, and you can glue them down or you can just bunch them together. Tissue paper is easy to work with.
Okay, well,
Cute. So good.
I think I did it.
You did it. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is just tie a little bow.
These are so cute. I love them.
I was thinking too, like you could even kind of do the same thing and put like a piece of cardboard underneath and like a long thing for like a name
Right.
set. What do you call
Like
that?
a place setting?
Place setting, yes.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yours definitely looks like a pumpkin. Mine
Yours
looks
does
like
too.
a piece of chocolate.
Good. Here's your piece of string.
Thank you.
And you don't have to do this either, but I thought it was cute to just add a little bow. So I'm just going to tie
Just
it.
do it around the stem.
Yeah, like around the tissue so that that will also kind of hold the tissue in place. And I just tied a regular bow. And you could also just tie a knot.
It kind of is relaxing.
I think it is too. I could just like sit in my office and make these
Craft
all day long.
Yeah. You know, I don't, it's like sometimes I think I'm not good at crafting or I can't craft, but when I do it, like if I don't overthink it, then it's very relaxing.
Yeah. I haven't always crafted, but I just, I don't know. As I got older, I felt the same way. Like you can just kind of like go numb.
Yeah.
Just focus on what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Once you have, you need some
I
scissors.
lost my scissors here. I'm like, what did I do?
Okay, so once you have, okay, once that is done, then we're just going to take our hook and just place it in the back, and you can just push that into, just right in the back.
Cute. Like, it's coming together.
Yeah, see? And then they'll be cute with all the different colors. So we'll make a couple more, and then we'll put them on our garland. So we're going to be using more of the yarn or string or ribbon, whatever you have. And then I also thought it would be cute to put like these little lights through it.
Oh, that would be really cute.
Because then it just adds like a little more. So if you have any like little twinkle lights like this, cute little touch.
Okay.
Okay, we have our pumpkins made and we have started to thread them onto the garland. And you're going to want to tie them each onto the hooks to keep them in place. If not, they'll all kind of like bunch together. So make sure that you tie them on one by one, which is kind of a pain, but necessary.
Yes. And they look so cute already.
Isn't that fun?
I'm so happy with it. And I love the little pops of green.
Yeah.
I think it's perfect.
When I made that other one, I was like, oh, this would be so cute with fall colors. And then to measure, just to kind of get the same distance, I just kind of like fold them over. I don't feel like they need to be perfect. You can definitely like measure it if that's something that would bother you, but I don't.
I kind of like it just a little bit.
Do you want to do that last one? Oh yeah, like this is really not far apart at all. But it's fine.
Yeah, and you're just tying one loop, so you really could adjust it if you wanted to.
Yeah, you totally can. I had to do that a lot of, like, many times when I made the other ones.
Okay. Well, and I have to say, I think I did okay.
You did great.
But you've definitely done more because yours looks so good.
I made a lot of these.
Okay.
There's our Thanksgiving
We did
garland.
it!
I'm going to just, like, hurry and put this through.
Yeah.
Because I am really excited to see how it looks.
Wanting to see
So then you don't have to tie this because they're already tied into place with the ribbon or yarn, whatever you use. Yarn is great too. Yarn always works if you have yarn on hand. Do you want to slide it through the rest? Some of these hooks might be a little small. Dang. Okay, that's not going to be able to go through that, but that's okay. We can just wrap it around once we get it all the way through. That hook's just a little small.
Okay.
But these lights are wire, so we'll be able to kind of like wrap it around too to kind of keep it in place.
And that's something to think about when you're making the hooks, is maybe make them bigger.
Yeah, because if you're using like a thicker yarn too, you'll want a bigger loop for it all to fit through. Also, when you are tying your pumpkins onto the garland, make sure to leave enough yarn at each end that you can tie it and secure it to whatever, like your mantle or wherever you're going to put it. If it is too short for some reason, you can just tie more yarn on, but it's just a little easier to pull that.
Oh,
Sorry.
There you go.
And then with this one, we'll just kind of like wrap it. Okay, turn the light on. I really think this would be a cute centerpiece too.
Oh, it is cute.
But that's cute to just hang on your mantle.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, that is it for our pumpkin garland. We would love to see if you guys try this, so please tag us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I think making handmade things this time of year is really fun.
Yes, and it's so cute. I would totally use this to decorate my house for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, fun. Hey, let us know if you try it. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.